In this video, we're going over the new top 5 meta loadouts here in Black Ops 6 Season 1. A number of weapons got buffs as well as nerfs. It's time to update your class setups. I will be going over both 5 as well as 8 attachment gunfighter loadouts. Let's get into it. For class setup number 1, we're taking a look at the M15 Mod 0. This is one of the best assault rifles in Black Ops 7. Now, for the optic, we are going to be utilizing the Lethal Tools ELO. Clean, simple, easy to use at those medium and longer ranges. For the muzzle, we are going to be equipping the VAS 5.56 suppressor to keep ourselves off the mini-map when firing. Definitely important if you're trying to get behind their spawn and build up a quick and easy streak. For the barrel, we are going to be utilizing the 16.5-inch fusion barrel to improve both damage range and bullet velocity, giving us a very fast and consistent time to kill. The Watchtower barrel did receive a nerf within Season 1. For the underbarrel, we are going to be utilizing the Iron Hold Angled Grip. This is going to be improving horizontal recoil control, aim idle sway delay, aim walking steadiness, as well as aim idle sway controllability. For the magazine, we are going to use the Mayday Extended Mag, bumping up the ammo capacity to 45, so we have plenty of ammo to outgun multiple people at the same time. For the rear grip, we're going to be running with the Hex Cut Grip. This is a great attachment, improving that aim down sight speed, slide to fire speed, dive to fire speed, and jumping aim down sight speed, making this weapon that much better at those close and medium ranges. For the stock, I highly recommend putting on the intervention stock. We're going to be improving that flinch resistance and aim walking movement speed. We can walk around aim down sight, ready to win each and every gunfight. And if we get shot, we can stay on target to win those gunfights at medium range a lot easier. And then finally, for the fire mods, we are going to put on the buffer springs to smooth out that recoil pattern, giving you improved horizontal recoil control and vertical recoil control. A massive W. Once you go ahead and build this 8 attachment M15 Mod 0 class and jump in the firing range, we have a fast sprint to fire speed, ADS, a walking movement speed, as well as controllable recoil. I highly recommend going ahead and taking a look at this setup. You are going to have to burst fire this weapon at those longer ranges. That's going to be most weapons here in Black Ops 7, so keep that in mind. We have very, very fast time to kill and a consistent recoil pattern with this AR. And by the way, if you don't have enough time to play and need weapon or rank leveling assistance, such as unlocking mastery camos like Singularity, Mitch Cactus has you covered. They offer safe and legit services on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC, and they also deliver DLC codes like Monster Energy and Mueller Milk. Mitch Cactus has over 20,000 verified reviews and thousands of personal vouchers, making them the go-to for things Call of Duty as well as Battlefield 6. You can use my code EARS to save 5% off, limited time only. Now, if you only want to run the 5 attachment class setup with the M15 Mod 0, what you are going to have to do is remove the buffer springs. You're going to remove the intervention stock, and you are going to take away the Mayday Extended Mag, and we are going to be swapping out the suppressor for the RECOIL 5.56 compensator to bump up that vertical recoil control, because we're not running the recoil springs. Once you go ahead and build this setup, you're going to see here the handling is still going to be fantastic with this AR, and we are going to have controllable recoil as well. Now, for the 8 attachment loadout, if you don't want to run a suppressor, you can go ahead and slap on the RECOIL as well to make this weapon a little bit more accurate. But as you can see, this gun is going to be amazing, giving you some fast TTKs, and we have a controllable recoil pattern. You cannot go wrong with this AR. For class setup number 2, we're taking a look at the DRAVEC 45, one of the best SMGs here in Black Ops 7. Do not sleep on this. For the optic, the Lethal Tools ELO is amazing, clean, simple, easy to use. I definitely recommend checking this out on this submachine gun. For the muzzle, we are going to rock the BO7 .45 suppressor. For the barrel, we are going to be utilizing the 19-inch EAM Horizon barrel. We need to bump up that damage range, very important with this SMG. For the magazine, we are going to run the Gator Extended Mag, giving us a healthy 48 rounds. For the rear grip, I highly recommend running the Harrow Z1 grip. It's going to do the same modifications as it does, or this type of grip does, to assault rifles: aim down sight speed, jumping aim down sight speed, slide to fire speed, as well as dive to fire speed. We are going to be utilizing the Defiant 45 skeletal stock, so we can go ahead and improve the flinch resistance and aim walking movement speed. For the laser, we are going to be utilizing the LT1 Swift point laser, so we can improve that aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed. A massive W. And for the fire mods, we are going to run the accelerated recoil system to completely smooth out the recoil pattern. Overall, a fantastic loadout. 8 attachments. Once you jump into the firing range, you're going to see here we have a fast sprint out, ADS, aim walking movement speed, as well as controllable recoil with a very fast and consistent time to kill. I highly recommend going ahead and taking a look at the DRAVEC 45. This is one of the best SMGs to use here in Black Ops 6 currently. Now, if you only want to utilize the 5 attachment class setup, what you are going to have to do is remove the Lethal Tools ELO. You are going to go ahead and remove the Gator extended mag, and you're going to take away the LT1 Swift Point Laser. This is still going to be a very accurate submachine gun. As you can see, the handling is going to be amazing, and we are going to have virtually no recoil. I personally do like the iron sights with the submachine gun. I recommend getting used to them. As you can see, you can get some very fast time to kills, and that 36 round magazine by default is going to be plenty with this specific class setup. For class setup number 3, we're taking a look at the AK-27. This is still one of the best assault rifles in the entire game. It did receive a nerf, but it's still part of the meta. For the optic, the Lethal Tools ELO is a great choice. For the muzzle, we are going to be running the EMT3 compensator to bump up that vertical recoil control. For the barrel, we are going to use the 18.2-inch vest stock extended barrel to improve damage range. For the underbarrel, we are going to run the iron hold angled grip to improve that horizontal recoil control, aim idle sway delay, aim walking steadiness, and aim idle sway controllability. For the magazine, we're going to put on the Epitaph extended mag to give us 40 rounds. For the rear grip, we are going to be rolling with the Garand Advanced Grip to help us out at those close and mid-range performance. You guys can see it's going to be improving your aim down sight speed, slide to fire speed, and a number of other great close range handling benefits. For the stock, we are going to be utilizing the SWF62 variable stock for aim, walking movement speed, and flinch resistance. And for the fire mods, we are definitely putting on the buffer springs to help smooth out the recoil pattern. Once you go ahead and build this 8 attachment class, you're going to see in the firing range, this weapon is amazing. Great handling, sprint to fire speed is going to be fast, ADS, aim walking movement speed, as well as very easy to control recoil. I highly recommend going ahead and taking a look at the AK-27. It's still going to be an amazing AR. You can get those 3-shot kills to the head with this. Definitely check this out. Now, if you only want to run the 5 attachment class, I do recommend taking off the Lethal Tools ELO, the extended mag, as well as the stock. We're going to keep on the recoil controlling attachments to make this weapon as easy to use as possible. The handling is still going to be good, and obviously it is going to be incredibly easy to use at longer ranges. I personally enjoy the iron sights on this AR. That's exactly why I run 5 attachments on this specific build, and obviously you can get those 3-shot kills to the head. This is one of the best ARs to use right now. For class setup number 4, we're taking a look at the RYDEN 45K. This submachine gun received a buff, increasing its damage range. Very nice, especially at those medium ranges. For the optic, we are going to put on the Lethal Tools ELO. For the muzzle, I do recommend putting on the Hawker Series 45. We must improve that vertical recoil control. There is a lot of vertical recoil. For the barrel, we are going to be running with the 12-inch Vienna barrel to bump up that damage range. For the underbarrel, we are going to be utilizing the Vitalized hand stop for that improved horizontal recoil control, aim idle sway delay, aim idle sway controllability, and aim walking steadiness. For the magazine, we are going to be utilizing the forward breech mag. We're going to bump up the capacity all the way to 50, so we have plenty of ammo to take out multiple people at the same time. For the rear grip, we are going to be rolling with the eruption grips. We can have that improve aim down sight speed, slide to fire speed, dive to fire speed, as well as jumping aim down sight speed. For the stock, we are going to be rolling with the SKE02 stock to improve that flinch resistance and aim walking movement speed. Definitely nice on a submachine gun. And for the fire mods, we are going to be rolling with the recoil sync unit, so we can remove a lot of that horizontal and vertical recoil this SMG does have. Once you go ahead and build this 8 attachment class and jump into the firing range, you're going to see here this submachine gun does have good handling. But the fire speed is fast, ADS is fast, aim walk movement speed is very fast, and we are going to be having a much much more controllable recoil pattern with this submachine gun. I do recommend going ahead and trying to engage targets at those medium ranges. Long range, you are gonna have to burst fire and pull down on the right trigger, but it can be done. But keep in mind, this is gonna be one of those running gun SMGs that you wanna go ahead and use on the smaller maps. Now, if you only want to use the 5 attachment class setup, what you are gonna have to do is remove the optic. You're also gonna go ahead and remove the stock as well as the recoil sync unit. This is gonna be a nice 5 attachment class setup. The handling is still gonna be nice here, fast ADS, as well as controllable recoil at those mid ranges. The iron sights, I personally do not mind them, but if you don't like the iron sights, feel free to remove the extended mag and put on the lethal tools ELO. But you are gonna have to burst fire this weapon at those medium ranges with this. Just keep that in mind, because the recoil is going to be a little bit high on this SMG, but it does have a very fast time to kill. And finally, for class setup number 5, we're taking a look at the X9 Maverick, arguably the best gun here in Black Ops 7. For the optic, we are going to run the lethal tools ELO. For the muzzle, we're going to put on the Defense 8 suppressor. There's no need to go ahead and run any other recoil controlling attachments here or range improving attachments. We're just going to keep ourselves off the mini-map when firing. For the barrel, we are going to run the 19.5-inch shroud barrel to improve that damage range and magazine ammo capacity. A massive W with this AR. For the underbarrel, we are going to put on the quick stop foregrip. We don't need any recoil controlling attachments. We're going to improve the handling with that aim walking movement speed, and hip fire movement speed. For the rear grip, I do recommend putting on the deadlift grip so we can have that aim down sight speed, slide to fire speed, dab to fire speed, and jumping aim down sight speed improvement. For the stock, we are going to be rolling with the H0190 full stock for that improved flinch resistance and aim walking movement speed. For the laser, we are going to put on the 3 milliwatt motion strike laser to improve damage range and recoil stabilization. This is where you want to go ahead and run the damage range and recoil controlling attachment, because there's nothing else under this category that makes sense. And for the fire mods, we are going to run buffer springs, making things ridiculously easy to use with that horizontal recoil control and vertical recoil control. Definitely take a look at this. Once you build this 8 attachment class setup and jump into the firing range, you're going to see here we have fast sprint out speed, ADS, aim walking movement speed, and consistent 1 to 2 burst kills with this AR. This weapon is absolutely amazing. I highly recommend going ahead and taking a look at this weapon. It is currently broken here in Black Ops 7. You can just hold down the trigger and the bursts are going to come out. So you can see it is going to be pretty quick too. Absolutely amazing. One of the best guns to use in the entire game. Now, if you only want to run the 5 attachment class setup on the X9 Maverick, what you are going to do is remove the underbarrel. You are going to be removing the fire mods, and you're going to take away the stock here. You want to keep on that laser so you can still have the consistent 1 to 2 burst kills. You can see the handling is still going to be great here, and we are going to be getting those consistent 1 to 2 burst kills even at those longer ranges. How crazy this weapon is. I highly recommend going ahead and taking a look at this. The X9 is a monster. These are going to be the new top 5 meta loadouts to use here in Black Ops 7 Season 1. For the rest of the loadouts, if I am running more than 5 attachments, Gunfighter is going to be necessary. But if I'm not running more than 5 attachments, I do recommend putting on Perk Greed so you can maximize some additional perks that are needed. Now, for the secondary, I put on the VLOX 5.7. I have on the knife. For the field upgrade, I have on the assault pack with the lucky ammo so you get more XP per kill. For the tactical, I do run the stim shot with the cleanse overclock to remove player debuffs. For the lethal, I do run the Simtex with the high density explosive overclock, making it a lot more deadly. And for the perks, I do recommend running Flak Jacket, Scavenger, Looper, and for the 3rd additional perk, I do recommend putting on Bankroll so you can get your streaks a lot faster. And you are going to be given the Tactician Combat Specialty Hybrid ability, which is going to be giving you additional score when playing the OBJ with your team, making streaks that much easier to get. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think of Black Ops 7 and your favorite weapon here in Season 1. If you enjoy, drop a like on the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications, in your boy ears. I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.